So this is the number 2 ranked player in Call of Duty Vanguard being completely exposed for the world to see just how big of a fucking scumbag this dude is. Check out this clip and we can definitely discuss later on my opinion on this.
I picked up a fucking pistol, No.
So for those who have not been living under a rock, you have probably already seen this clip, surfacing all over Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you see your little daily doses of video clips, and you have probably already shared your own opinions. Maybe other content creators have already made videos reacting to this. I am a day late, but that's okay because you can never get enough of absolutely shitting on and really just calling out all of these cheaters. So this was the number 2 ranked player, right? And I just cannot, as a person who has nothing to gain from playing pub lobbies, I've never joined any tournaments. Like I mentioned in my older videos that I stopped playing competitively back when I was like 16. That's like 10 years ago. I'm 26 now, so I've never played competitively ever again. And to me, it never occurred to ever put in walls or hack my way into like the leaderboards, because to me it's not fun. It's very scumbaggish to do that. And nowadays I feel like with the popularization of esports, I feel like that has always been the main thing that's really dragging games to the fucking ground, especially competitive games such as Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, any type of FPS games that has any remote of a big fan base. When it comes to esports, they completely ruin the experience for casual players, because now everyone is trying their souls out. Everyone's playing like we're playing in some fucking competitive match where there's $250,000 on the line, when in reality there's really nothing there to gain. So the question really comes is, if this guy is cheating and this number 2 ranked player in the world is cheating, who's to say that everyone else isn't cheating? These no thumb jimmies, these absolute nobodies that you play on a day-to-day basis online, they probably are cheating themselves, because they have nothing to gain other than the fact that they try to feel powerful or strong because they're like the best player in the damn fucking lobby, and they can wave their dicks around saying I'm better than you when they're fucking hacking. And at the end of the day, they're not getting punished because, for one, they're not being exposed. They're probably not streaming it, they're not making videos, and they're just some lonely loner in their basements playing this fucking game because they have no other forms of attention. They don't feel loved by anybody else, and this is how they get that that affection, by pissing off people in the community and potentially using wall hacks or aimbot, whatever the preferable choice is. If this guy was ranked number 2 in the world, so who is ranked number 1? Because if this guy was number 2 and he was cheating, although I will say this, he claimed before he deleted everything, he did claim that the only reason why he did put in wall hacks or got the cheats for walls and all that, it was because he was grinding for some camo. Obviously nobody fucking bought that, and I'm pretty sure he didn't buy it himself. He just kind of come out with any shitty excuse to try to defend himself. But if this guy is the number 2 ranked player in the world, who is number 1? Because if the number 1 player is beating a cheater, who's to say the number 1 person isn't a cheater themselves? Who's to say that you are not a cheater? Who's to say that I'm not a cheater? Hell, I might even be cheating and I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it reminds me of that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick is trying to find out who threw that peanut to that oyster, and then then the cops come out and say, "Oh, you're the one that did that," and he's like, "I was looking for me the whole time." It's a perfect crime.
Let's book him!
Wow, you guys are good. I'm the last person I would have suspected, but I was looking for me all the time. It's the perfect crime.
Yeah, tell it to the judge, Pinky.
I feel this is basically that. All these fucking cheaters are just exposing themselves, and they're just like, oh, I was looking for me, I'm the cheater. It's like, man, playing Call of Duty, or just any FPS for that matter, any game actually that has to do remotely with any sort of competitive nature where you're playing someone else, is fucking depressing nowadays, man. Like, the days of you being able to play casually and actually play another human being who's actually better than you because they actually put in the time to get good at the game are long gone, man. Like you cannot take someone else's word for that, you know, them saying, oh, I'm just, you know, played so much that I'm just good. How do I know? You probably have, you know, some sort of engine running in the background and you're cheating just like all these other fucking competitive people are doing it. Because if the competitive people are doing it, then it only makes sense that the other casuals who have nothing to gain are also doing it, because why not? You know, other than the fact that they just want to be fucking annoying, like I mentioned earlier, they just want to, you know, gloat or just want to say that they're the best player when, you know, in reality they're just absolutely shit because they're just cheating and all that. It is crazy, man. It is a fucking crazy world that we're living in, where we can't even play a video game without having to deal with cheaters and scumbags that just can't play the game as normal and just get good at the game, you know. And it's, you know, with this just raises even more concerns, because I've played in games where, like I mentioned, I'm not the best player in the world, and I know that. I can admit to that fact that I'm not the best player in the world. You guys can see from the clips that I post on YouTube, you guys know that I'm you know, far from being the best player. I think my KD is like 1.29. That's way below average, right? And I know I'm not the best player, but there's times where I do get killed where it's very questionable. And this just proves that if this competitive player, this pro player is doing it, then these, you know, no thumb Jimmies are probably doing it too. And I'm probably getting into those lobbies because SBMM is just, you know, just ass. And I wouldn't even blame SBMM, because they can be shitty ass, you know, players are cheaters and they're just, you know, they're just bad at the game, and, you know, SBMM will accumulate with them either way. So there's going to be cheaters in every bracket, so I can't really blame SBMM. So I'll take that back, right? For once, I am actually taking any negative things I have to say about SBMM. Cheaters are just fucking shit. I would actually prefer SBMM to, I would actually prefer if the game had no fucking cheaters and SBMM was still there. I would take the SBMM over the cheaters any day of the week. I think everyone can agree to that. But with that being said, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time every day to watch this video, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, peace out.